Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got a timeless tale for you. A story that's been told for generations but always has something new to teach us. It's all about cleverness, vanity, and a delicious piece of cheese. Let's dive into the story of a very cunning fox and a rather careless crow. Deep in the sun-dappled forest, a crow was having a particularly good day. He had just found a magnificent piece of cheese, round and yellow, smelling absolutely divine. He flew up to a high branch of a tall oak tree, ready to enjoy his prize. He called proudly, letting everyone in the forest know about his wonderful find. Down below, a fox was trotting through the woods, his stomach rumbling. He hadn't eaten all day and was feeling quite hungry. Suddenly, he caught the scent of cheese in the air. He followed his nose until he was right under the oak tree. Looking up, he saw the crow with the cheese held firmly in his beak. The fox's mouth began to water. Getting that cheese wouldn't be easy, but this fox was known for his wit. He decided a direct approach wouldn't work. Yelling or trying to climb the tree would just scare the crow away. No, he needed a different plan, one that played on the crow's own nature. Putting on his most charming smile, the fox called up to the crow. "Good morning, Master Crow. You are looking exceptionally handsome today. I must say, I have never seen a bird with such glossy, beautiful feathers. They shine like polished ebony in the sunlight." The crow, who was quite proud of his appearance, puffed out his chest a little. He looked down at the fox, intrigued. No one had ever complimented his feathers so nicely before. He let out a small, muffled caw of appreciation, careful not to drop his cheese. The fox saw his flattery was working and continued, his voice even more admiring. "And your eyes, they sparkle like brilliant diamonds. Truly, you are the king of all birds. Everything about you is perfect. Your wings, your sharp beak, your regal posture. You are a sight to behold." The crow was absolutely delighted. He ruffled his feathers and strutted back and forth on the branch, feeling like the most important bird in the entire forest. He'd always thought he was quite special, and it was nice to have someone finally recognize it. The fox knew he was close. It was time for the final, crucial part of his plan. He sighed dramatically and said, "Ah, what a pity. A creature so perfect in every way must have one flaw. I've heard it said that your voice, sadly, does not match your beauty. I'm sure it's just a jealous rumor, but people say you can't sing at all. If only you had a beautiful voice to go with your stunning looks, you would undoubtedly be the undisputed ruler of the forest." This was too much for the crow. His pride was wounded. Not sing? He had the best caw in the whole woods. He would show this fox just how wrong he was. Forgetting all about the precious cheese in his beak, the crow took a deep breath, opened his mouth wide, and let out the loudest caw. Caw, caw, he could manage. Of course, the moment he opened his beak, the cheese tumbled down. Down, down, down it fell, right into the waiting jaws of the clever fox below. The fox snapped it up in an instant. He took a big bite and, before trotting away, he looked up at the stunned and silent crow. "My dear crow," he said with a grin, "you do have a voice, but what you lack is wisdom. Never trust a flatterer." And with that, the fox disappeared into the trees, leaving the foolish crow with nothing but an empty beak and a very important lesson learned. So, What do you think we can learn from this story? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's a great reminder to be careful who you listen to. Thanks so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.